Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending today's online service. First of all, I'd like to read the passage from the scripture. How joyous I am, my heart and mind being rooted in the Buddha ground of universal vow, and my thoughts and feeling flowing within the Dharma ocean, which is beyond comprehension. I'm deeply aware of the Tathagata's immense compassion, and I sincerely revere the benevolent care behind the Master's teaching activity. My joy grows ever fuller, my gratitude and indebtedness ever more compelling. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu, Namanda Butsu. Again, good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending today's online service. Last Sunday, we conducted a Gotan service, the celebration of the birth of founder Shinran Shonin, Master Shinran. In my message, I talked about awareness. When we follow or practice the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism or Shin Buddhism, we receive the importance of awareness that changes the way we speak, the way we think, and the way we act, behave. Today, let me talk about some examples of how such awareness changes our everyday lives. I'd like to share some stories about Genza, who was a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist, lived in late 19th to early 20th century in Japan. He was a peasant. And then the first story is about the vegetable thief. One day, his mom asked Genza to go to their vegetable patch to get some potatoes for their dinner. As he approached to the vegetable patch, he found somebody doing something. The guy was stealing potatoes from Genza's vegetable patch. So if you are Genza, what would you do? I think most of us would shout, "What are you doing?" Or maybe call police, right? But what he did was nothing. He just went back home and told his mom, "Hey mom, it's not our turn today." Do you know what he meant? He meant it was not his and his mom's turn to take the lives of potatoes. When we grow vegetables, we think it is us who should harvest them because of labor and efforts. But I'd say this is a sort of our perspective or self-centered view. What if we are vegetables? What if we are vegetables? We grow up in a vegetable patch and then live a peaceful life. And then one day, suddenly, somebody comes and harvests us. We are carried to somebody's kitchen, our skins are peeled, cut, cooked, and eaten. So from vegetables' perspective, Genza and the vegetable thief are the same. In either case, their lives are taken. That's why Genza said, "It's not our turn today." right? But vegetable seeds turn to take the lives of potatoes, which means he could see the situation from a different perspective based on the awareness of the equality of life. Or he had an awareness of what it really means to maintain our lives by receiving sacrifices of other lives, other beings. Another story about Genza is a conversation with a leader of other religious tradition. This leader said, we need to endure many things, especially difficulties, troubles in this world, to be a good person or to live better, by referring to a Buddhist word, saha. In his reply, Genza said, that's true. But for me, I am endured by others. I'm not sure this English expression is correct. The original conversation was in Japanese, and I just translated. Maybe better translation would be like this. Others or people around me endure the troubles and difficulties that I have caused. So I know the expression, I am endured by others, sounds strange, and actually it is a little bit unusual expression in Japanese too. 堪忍してもらっちょる。堪忍してもらっちょる。That's why this religious leader asked, what do you mean? Then Genza said, to live my life, I give more troubles, difficulties to others. They kindly endure those troubles, difficulties that I have caused. This is his interpretation of the word saha. The word saha represents a Buddhist view of this world. There are so many difficulties, troubles, challenges, and sufferings in this world, and we need to endure and deal with them. I think the idea of saha word is familiar to most of us. We are especially sensitive. We are especially sensitive to difficulties and trouble that we need to endure. We need to endure. Right? But how about difficulties, troubles that we give to others? Although it is true that we give difficulties, troubles to others in our everyday lives, most of us, including myself, do not pay much attention, or we are ignorant of those troubles, difficulties that we give to others. By deeply listening to the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, Genza could observe himself from a different perspective. He got a humble awareness that he gave difficulties and troubles to others, and appreciated that they kindly endure those difficulties, troubles that he created. So from those two stories, you can tell Genza was a little bit different. He gradually became famous because of his way of life. One time, a publisher in Kyoto planned to publish a book titled The Life of Famous Buddhists. The Life of Famous Buddhists. Genza was featured as one of them, and an interviewer came to him. Genza said, No. as soon as he heard the plan of about this publication. He said, "Don't do such a thing. It's too soon." The interviewer said, "Too soon? Why? You're already 86 years old." Genza replied, "You know, that doesn't matter. I still may do something wrong and maybe put in a jail." The interviewer said, No way. That's gonna happen." Genza then said quietly, "I'm a bad person. I'm a bad person." From the first two stories, I think most of us thought Genza was such a nice and thoughtful person or a wonderful Buddhist. But he knew the reality or truth of himself as well. He was not a Buddha yet, which means he still carried or he was under the influence of greed, anger, stupidity, or three poisons. He knew how strong they were. Under a certain circumstance, no matter how old he was, his greed, anger, stupidity might make him commit the wrong thing. Because of such awareness, he declined the interview and said, "I am a bad person. I am a bad person." The awareness that we receive from the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism, or more precisely speaking, the awareness we receive from Amida Buddha. Such awareness brings us broader or different perspective, so that we would think, speak, behave differently than before, as I introduced in the two stories of Genza. But not only that, more importantly, the teaching of Jodo Shinshu Buddhism or teaching of Amida Buddha brings us a deeper and a true awareness of who we are or how we live our everyday lives. With such awareness, or because of such awareness, we are changed internally. Our lives will become more appreciative, more grateful, more humble, more reflective, or less self-centered. Although we are not the Buddha yet, the quality of our lives surely changes, which is Amida Buddha's wish. That's what Amida Buddha wishes. Amida Buddha wishes each of us will live a spiritually fulfilled life with such deep awareness. As our lives become more profound or enriched, we deepen our appreciation of Amida Buddha's guidance and then try to share it with other people so that they will also live a spiritually fulfilled life. Jodo Shinshu Buddhism is a group of such people. This is what our founder, Shinran Shonin, Master Shinran, shared with us. I hope we will continue to deeply listen to this teaching of awareness and fulfill our lives with Amida Buddha. Again, thank you very much for attending today's online service. I'd like to close my message reading the passage one more time from Shinran Shonin's Kyogyo Shinsho. How joyous I am, my heart and mind being rooted in the Buddha's ground of universal vow, and my thoughts and feelings flowing within the Dharma ocean, which is beyond comprehension. I am deeply aware of Tathagata's immense compassion, and I sincerely revere the benevolent care behind the Master's teaching activity. My joy grows ever fuller, my gratitude and indebtedness ever more compelling. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda.
Golden Chain 2. I am a link in the Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Say hi!
Again, thank you very much for attending today's service. So, I'd like to say thank you to those who have made today's service possible. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Tara for being today's chairperson. Thank you, Tara. And then thank you, Bradley and Myron, for their help during today's online service. Thank you very much. And then thank you, John, for leading the chat room on the YouTube channel. Thank you, John. And then thank you, Emiko-san, for beautiful music for Gatha, a special place. And then thank you, Rumi, for arranging a beautiful flower in the altar. Thank you, Charlene, for leading Golden Chain. Arigatou gozaimashita. Thank you. And then, of course, thank you everyone for who joined today's service, online service. Thank you very much. Arigatou gozaimashita. So the next thing is announcements. So today at 11 a.m. Yosakoi workshop. So please join it if you can. And Wednesday, June 3rd, the first Wednesday at 7 p.m., we will have an online Zoom meditation and discussion. So if you are interested in joining a discussion and a meditation, please contact the temple office. We will send a link, Zoom link to you by email. And next Sunday, June 7th, is the June Shotsuki monthly memorial service. And then John Mullins, he will be a speaker for that service. And then Thursday, June 11th, 7 p.m., June 11th, 7 p.m., we will have a Dharma discussion, happy hour. So if you are interested in a Dharma discussion with some beverages, drinks, please join us. It's Thursday, June 11th at 7 p.m. Again, thank you very much for joining today's service. Please take care. Thank you very much.